All right. Well, welcome everyone to our opportunity night, our Michael Kors giveaway night, all the exciting things. I'm Jennifer Keller, and I am an executive company vice president with Park Lane. And I am so excited that you took time right after New Year's to join us tonight. So we have a very fun evening planned for you. We have a couple of speakers. We have a couple girls sharing their testimonies. We're going to do some drawings, which is going to be great. And I thought maybe we should just kick off with a drawing. Wouldn't that be fun? So this is how tonight works, is we have some jewelry drawings, and then we have a gorgeous Michael Kors purse drawing. To win the jewelry, you do have to be on live. So I'm going to ask Siri to pick a number between 1 and 70. And then I'm going to look over here and figure out whose number is number 1 through 70. So I've never actually done this with Siri. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 70. 38. I thought she spoke out loud. So then what that means, I have to go over here, I have to look at my list, and I have to click on number 38, and number 38 is going to win. This is from our holiday collection. This is gorgeous. The impression red necklace and the earrings. I think these are limited edition, so these may not be around very long. And number 38 is Carol Boylston. Carol, are you on? If you're on, you've got to unmute and say, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Carol? Oh, I see her. Carol, are you there? Carol, I'm going to go that Carol's here because I can see her name on the right. So Carol, congratulations to you. We are super excited. This will pop in the mail to you. So that is drawing number 1, but we will also have a few more drawings as the night continues. And then the big grand prize for tonight is this gorgeous Michael Kors purse. I was going to just try it out for a couple of weeks and make sure it was good. And you can see from the plastic that I did not try it out. It is all still intact and brand new, and that will be our grand prize for this evening. But what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit about Park Lane, about how they just kind of what they offer their stylists. We're going to talk a little bit about the people, about the product, which you know is our jewelry, and about all the programs that they offer to customers, hostesses, and stylists. But we also asked a few of our stylists to just share a little bit about how that experience has worked for them. And so tonight I wanted to start with a division leader, Tracy Halblitzel. Tracy came in August, I believe, through our direct appoint program. And you're going to hear a little bit more about that a little bit later, but that is a unique part of Park Lane that recognizes and respects experience. So Tracy, I'm going to ask you to unmute yourself and then just share a little bit with us.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Okay, fabulous. All right, great. Well, yes, my name is Tracy Halblitzel, and I have been a jewelry lady for over 20 years and over 2,000 home parties with a previous company. Well, in December of 2020, they closed their doors. So I was a little devastated and I needed a big pause. I wasn't sure what I was going to do. So I just, held off. And well, around the same time, my oldest son decided to start a lawn care company. And he knew that I had ran a business for over 20 years and he asked me for his help. And of course, like most moms, we want to help our children succeed. We want to help them with their dreams. So I went from jewelry lady to lawn lady. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. So for the past 3 jewelry lady, I remember me.
Oh, Tracy, I'm going to pause you if you can hear me. Is she fuzzy for everybody else?
I have a
Tracy.
houseboy.
Oh.
Is a miss.
Oh, how am I going to have her
See?
here?
I have to speak.
Tracy,
Right. You can hear me, you just can't see me?
Well, you were really pixelated. And we did not hear you. So right now you're really pixelated too, which is funny because you've done this before on our Zoom link. But
yeah, and I'm in the same spot that I normally am. Let me see if there's anything else I can do.
sorry,
I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't know. I'm in the same spot that I usually am.
What if you turn
Is it still?
your maybe your video off and then just have, I mean, we don't want to see you because you look so cute, but I'm wondering if that will help. Oh, Carolyn was, is your Wi-Fi on? Are you on your, is your Wi-Fi on?
I'm on Wi-Fi.
Can
Mm-hmm.
you turn off your Wi-Fi and go on cellular?
Yes. Let's see.
We were just beginning. We love technology
Wi-Fi.
all the way up until it stops working.
I know, I know. Okay, so I'm trying to turn off the Wi-Fi.
Thank you for your patience, everyone.
Your microphone is muted. I need to stay on Wi-Fi. All right, I need to stay on Wi-Fi. All right, can you?
No, why don't we pause you and we'll come back to you. We'll just give you a break. Does that work? All right, Tracy,
Oh, now you're frozen for me. Okay,
okay.
can you hear me and see me?
No, it's still pixelated. I'm gonna pause you and I'm gonna let Denise go and I'll circle back to you in a few minutes. Does that sound good?
Okay, okay. I'll see what
Okay.
I can do.
All right. Thanks, Tracy. Okay. Sorry about that, but that's okay because we just like to roll with things and it's all going to be good. So Denise, I know I told you were going to go after Tracy, but now I'm going to call you up. So Denise Gindoy is also a relatively new stylist. She has been with Park Lane just since August, I believe. And she is a fashion director and she just jumped in and is giving it her all. And so I asked her if she would share for a few minutes as well. So Denise, are you ready with good Wi-Fi?
I hope so. What a time for it to go out. Murphy's Law. Um, Hi everyone. I am fairly new to Park Lane. I just started as a stylist in August. After being a big fan of the jewelry. I was my stylist's best customer, I think. And so she had invited me a couple of times to join the team. And at first, I just didn't think it would be right for me because I have no experience at all in sales. So I didn't think it would be something that I would excel at. And I finally, she invited me several times, and maybe the third time or so, I finally said, I'm going to give this a try. I love it so much. I love the jewelry. I really want to try it. And so I did. I joined, and I was just blown away by the support and the training that the leadership gave me and the other stylists. Everybody is so warm and welcoming, and they jumped right in with teaching me the ropes. And I literally had zero experience in sales before that. And so I, learned pretty quickly. I think I, got up to speed and started to really find what works and what doesn't work for me. And it's been a really rewarding experience so far. One of the things that I really like about it for myself is that I work a full time job. And so with Park Lane, I can devote the hours that work for me to it. I can work part time, I can work full time. People can choose what works best for their schedules. Because there are no minimum sales requirements to stay with Park Lane, it really works well for me for a part time basis. And what I am doing in for myself, as I feel like I'm still on a learning curve. There's always room for improvement. In a few years, when I'm eligible to retire from my full time job, by then I'm thinking I should be doing really well with my Park Lane, and I want to segue into that becoming my full time. And so for me, that's my goal. And everybody here has been encouraging me and teaching me the best ways to do things, but then yet still letting me try what works best for me. So it's just been a really, really rewarding experience. And I just cannot recommend it highly enough.
Oh, thank you so much, Denise. And I love what you said about how you're doing it part-time and then it may segue into being more. And that's what we've seen happen with several stylists on our team. You're going to hear from one of them a little bit later who did that. She started part-time and then went and made Park Lane her full-time job. So thank you very much for sharing. And we will give Tracy another chance in a second. But before we do that, I just want to talk for a few minutes about the people of Park Lane. So we're going to talk about the people, the products, and the programs. And I thought I would start by talking about, why direct sales, and then why Park Lane, and then why our team Sparkle. And when I think about direct sales, just a little history on me is I have been in direct sales now for 23 years. And what I love so much about this just industry as a whole is it is an equal opportunity for everyone. Like we have stylists on our team who do it part-time, who do it full-time. We have teachers, we have, I used to be a CPA, we have lawyers, we have stay-at-home moms, we've got just anywhere. Basically, if you can purchase a kit for $99, you have the opportunity to do whatever you want with this business. So I've always loved that about Park Lane, about just direct sales in general. And I really have found, just kind of through my own research and listening to podcasts and things like that, that it really is true that an extra $300 a month is life-changing for so many families. And you can do that through direct sales. And what I found too, because of really what COVID has done to our industry is, before COVID, many of us did all of our business in person. And then COVID happened and we did all of our business online. And now that we're beyond the pandemic, you have the opportunity to do this any way you want to. We have girls on our team who do this 100% in person. We have some that do 100% online. We have some that just do it for fundraisers. Personally, I do about 50-50. And I like both of them equally as much. I like being with the people, getting out of the house. And I also like, like tonight, I'm going to finish hanging out with you guys, and then I'm just going to turn the lights off and go downstairs and have dinner with my family. So, I like the mix that you can do this any way you want to. And then why Park Lane, just a little bit about them, if you're not familiar, is they have been in business for 68 years. They were started by a couple, Arthur and Shirley Levine, who just had an idea and a dream and invested and started this business. And now Park Lane is being run by the second and third generation of the Levine family. So it's very much still a family business. When we go on the Park Lane trips, there's so many Levines. Everybody in the family, it seems like, works in some capacity in Park Lane. And I love that. And with that 68-year history, what that tells me is this is a company that has been through wars, it's been through recessions, it's been through a pandemic, and they are still strong. When I started with Park Lane in 2020, and I'm with Tracy, I was with the company that closed, I was nervous because I thought, my company just closed. How are you guys doing? And what I found out is 2020 at the time was the best year they ever had. And part of that is because they are a very smart business. As soon as that pandemic hit, they pivoted. They started training stylists on how to do everything they were doing in person to doing it all online. And so many stylists were able to transition and smoothly keep their business going. And now it's opened a whole other lane for a way to do business. So I love that they're very forward thinking. I also appreciate that, they're debt free. For 68 years, they have been debt free, and they only take a 2% profit for themselves. And they put the other 98% into their staff, into the field, into us. Like, you are going to see when you hear how many rich programs Park Lane has, that they can afford to do this because they give so much back to their people. I also think that their 2 and 4 sale is the best marketing I've ever heard in my life. Like, put a 1 in the comments if you have ever taken advantage of Park Lane's 2 and 4 sale. And Carolyn, no, I can't remember who's talking about that. Someone's talking about that in a few minutes. Carolyn's going to talk about that. But that just is brilliant, that you can help a customer get the best deal, that the 2 full price are the least expensive. It was just amazing to me. And then I love, even the fact, the jewelry, that it's a product that you can wear, you get compliments on, and they have something for everyone. So I've just been in love with Park Lane since I started with them at the end of 2020. And then Team Sparkle, that is what we named our team. There was several of us that came over together when our previous company closed. And when I started with Park Lane, I wanted to take everything we learned before and that awesome foundation that we had built and just develop an amazing sequel with Park Lane. And I think we've done that. Our team's mission statement is to empower others to build a business with purpose. And every decision we make, we try and filter it through those 3 buckets. So if it doesn't empower you, build a business, have a purpose, we're probably not going to do it because we like to filter it through that statement. I know with our team that we've really put some systems into place to help stylists be successful, whether they want to do this on a part-time basis, a full-time basis, a little bit, a lot. We have systems in place to help you do that. We have a GLAM plan that we have created that will help you, give you a roadmap to run on, tell you exactly what you need to do to be successful from day one. We have graphics that we provide to everyone on the team that are constantly changing, constantly being updated. We just had a graphics committee meeting yesterday. We have a gorgeous Facebook show template that's coming out in a couple of weeks with all the new jewelry, and it's just something we're really excited about. And I think the last thing about the people and about our team specifically is that we have an amazing group of leaders that work together. We don't allow drama. Sorry, if you're looking for drama, you're not going to find it on our team because we don't do drama, but we just have a really cohesive group that I think of our senior leaders. I can't remember how many years it is, but it's like over, I don't know, 300 years of leadership experience that we bring to our team. So if you can't tell, I'm very passionate. I love our team so much. And anytime we get to share like this, I just think this is awesome. So that's a little bit about our people. Before I let Rayanne talk about the product, which is the jewelry, I think we should do another drawing. Yes? Okay. All right. So I saw Carol was on. So let me make sure I've got everybody here because I know people were registering all the way till the last minute. Yes, now we're up to 77. So let me ask Siri again. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 77. Siri says 59. Okay, so 59, I hope you're on, is Lisa Lopez. Lisa, are you here? See if your name is here. Lisa, I see Lisa. Okay, I see you on the list. She's here. So congratulations, Lisa. You just won our gold jewel bracelet. This is our Cartier inspired. You're familiar with Cartier. It's very inspired by the love bangle.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. I'm glad you're here. Okay, so that's for Lisa. I realize I should be writing this down. And then let's give Tracy another chance because she's looking smooth. So Tracy,
Okay.
I'll let you take it away.
All right. Can you hear me?
Yes.
And you can see me. Okay, fabulous. I won't start from the very beginning because I think you got most of that, right? But when our company went under, I had to pause. My oldest son's dream was to start a lawn care company. So I went with him to start this company. So I went from jewelry lady to lawn lady. But 3 years of not being the jewelry lady, I really missed it. I missed the me time. I missed the girly factor. I just missed doing something for me. And then around that same time, my youngest son has been progressing so well in the sport of water skiing that he is going to be going pro soon. So financially, the reason why I started Park Lane was when this child goes pro, he's only 16, so he can't move away from me. I have to go with him. So my Park Lane income is going to be what's going to provide us housing when we have to move. Just like if you would have a child at the Olympics, they have to be able to go and train. Well, that's like what my child is doing. So my husband was a professional water skier. I have another son that was professional. So it's in his DNA. So that's why I do Park Lane. But remember, 3 years I had a hiatus, 3 years. So when I started Park Lane in August of this year, I had no hostesses, no customers, really no contacts. So when I started, let me give you some stats. My launch party was about $1,000, which is amazing because I made back my entire investment on my first party. From that, I booked another party. So I had 2 parties with hostesses, but to reach my goals, I wanted a few more. So I scheduled 3 more parties of myself that I was the hostess. From those 5 parties in August, that was almost $5,000 in sales. So even if you are brand new, even if you are not coming in with, any kind of experience in direct sales, that would have been almost $300 per party. That's pretty impressive. Jen just mentioned that an extra $300 a month for most people is life changing. So that is what it could do for you. Now, how did I get my business going? Remember, I was like done. I did not have anyone to pull from. It's because of the free jewelry. Park Lane gave, on average, each of my hostesses that month, with some of them I was the hostess, over $500 in free jewelry. So that's how I've gotten my business up and going. So remember, I went from August being a brand new jewelry lady to Park Lane to by November, I was number 9 worldwide. And I don't say that to boast. I just say that to prove to you how amazing this business can be, whether you have people you can pull from or not. So in November, so that's only 2.5 months in, I had over $20,000 in sales in that 1 month. So I'm so proud of that because I need this income to be able to help my son's dream come true. So I will say this though, I work this business full time. I work it alongside full time with my son's business. But that's the beauty of this business. You can work it full time, part time. You get to decide what your needs are. You get to decide what your goals are, how much you want to make, and then make a plan to fit what you need. So many of us, we come into this and we might think small, but you can come in and you can think big if you want to, because I knew what I did in my previous company and I knew I could do it with this, especially with the sales and just all the amazing things that Park Lane does for us. Something else that I loved about Park Lane is it wasn't just in homes. You didn't have to leave your house if you didn't want to. Similar to Jen, I do some in person, I do a lot online, but I love that we get to decide. Once again, I do personal shopping. So once again, you get to decide to fit your needs. All right. What I love about this, you can decide what you want to do with it, big or small. I just suggest that whoever invited you here tonight, that you go back to them and ask them questions. To make an informed decision, you want to ask as many questions as you can. Ultimately, if this can meet a need in your life, go for it. Nothing should stop you. If you have a need, I think you would be pretty well to make an amazing decision to try this yourself. So thank you so much for allowing me to share. Sorry we had issues. I don't know what went wrong.
Oh, thank you so much, Tracy. I know you were still a little pixelated, but we could hear you crystal clear. So I think that's
perfect. Perfect.
So wonderful. I am going to let Rayanne take this in a second and talk about the product, but I think I'm a little off on my drawing. So I'm going to do one more if that's okay. If you're all right if I do one more jewelry drawing, that'd be okay. Okay. So we are at, let me just check my list because I know people are still registering. So we're at 80 people now. All right, Siri. Siri, what is a number between 1 and 80? Siri says 25. Okay, so number 25 is Jamie Owen. Jamie, are you on? I'm looking for your name, Jamie. I think I see you, Jamie. All right, Jamie, you just won the rose gold jewel bracelet. So congratulations to you. And then Rayanne, I will let you take it from there.
All right. I get to talk about the fun stuff because most people get started in Park Lane for the jewelry. I mean, that's what you notice first on your jewelry lady, right? Is the jewelry. And why do we wear jewelry? Because it makes us feel good. But you guys, it's also the number one.
I don't want to leave
the number one gift giving item in America. Okay. And high fashion jewelry, which Park Lane's jewelry is high-end, high fashion jewelry, because we are one notch up above the others, I think, is 75% of that market. So women feel good when they wear jewelry because it makes them look good. And when we look good, we feel good. And when we feel good, we do good. To steal a quote from Jill Ross. But what I love about it too is that jewelry is worn year round. Girls wear it 365 days a year. And here's the thing, oftentimes I hear people that say, well, you're not selling a consumable item. I beg to differ. Our jewelry is very consumable because it changes with the season and the trends every season. That is consumable because when you show ladies something sparkly that's new that they haven't worn 2 or 3 times, they want it. And so, ladies, that is a consumable item, okay? I will argue that all the time. You are selling to a want instead of a need. You are selling to a want in an already established market, like we talked about. And the beauty that Tracy was talking about is just that. You can wear your jewelry out. She can go out and she can have on a great pair of earrings while she's trimming hedges or whatever she does, and somebody says something about her earrings, that opens up an immediate conversation to her jewelry business. So if you are wearing jewelry, you are the jewelry lady, and you go out wherever you go, you are wearing a great pair of earrings at the very least, and you are looking for somebody to talk to you about your business. You are a walking billboard, and that is very important. Another thing that I love about our jewelry is that it's hypoallergenic. We are lead-free, we are nickel-free, we are cadmium-free. So people that can't wear other brands of jewelry can wear Park Lane, and they can wear it without any problem. We've got several women on our team that have joined Park Lane for that reason, because they can do that. I've had girls on my team that actually got their ears pierced again because they can wear our jewelry. So that is so much fun. We are backed by a no matter what guarantee. No questions asked. It doesn't matter if it's a manufacturing defect. It doesn't matter if it's a mishap. You can exchange that jewelry. And if in the first 4 months, it's absolutely free. After that, there's just a $10 charge plus sales tax and shipping. What does it? And even your pierced ears, if they have a pair of pierced earrings, and they send them back, they can send those back if they have that allergic reaction to it. So I tell them to try it out. If it doesn't work, we can exchange it for them. Our metals are 14 karat to 22 karat gold electroplated to the highest industry standard of electroplating. Okay, so that's important. So what's touching anybody's skin is the true metal, the gold. Our silvers are rhodium electroplated. What does that mean? How many times have you had a piece of silver jewelry that you left on your on your dresser and you hadn't worn it for a while, and you would go back to it and it looks black because it tarnished, right? Your rhodiums don't tarnish near as easily as the silvers do. Also, it is a harder metal, so it is more durable than the silvers. Then, of course, we have the rose gold that anybody can wear with their skin tone, and we have the hematite or the gunmetal if you want to be cool, right? We have genuine stones, and that's what sets us apart with some of the other companies. We have genuine stones. We have genuine freshwater pearls. We have mother of pearl. We have amethyst. We have quartz. We have amazite. We have turquoise, jade, jasper. Girls, we have the real stuff, and that's what gives us that high-end, high-fashion jewelry look. We have all styles, and I love this. It's not just one kind of style that you're looking for. I mean, it fits us to whatever mood we're into or whatever clothes that we want to wear. We have delicates, and we have classics. We have the bold, we have edgy, we have boho, and of course we have the pearls, because pearls are for girls, right? I absolutely love being able to show a vast array of different types of jewelry. And what does that mean for you? That means that you have more people coming in to your jewelry store, whether it's online or when you're showing it in homes, you have more people that you are marketing to. And we have all price ranges as well. We have $22 to over $200. But of course, we'd never let you pay the $200 mark. There's always a great program for that. And Carolyn's going to talk to us about that with those. What I also love is that they drop new jewelry. Jen mentioned it. They drop a big catalog twice a year. and they drop 2 smaller catalogs in the middle of that. So the big catalogs are January and July, and the littler catalogs are in like May and October. So that is what we're excited about. That is what brings people into your business and keeps your business falling forward. And the question you have to ask yourself, you probably, if you're on here, you probably know that you love the jewelry, but what you have to ask yourself is, will you show the jewelry to your friends? And I don't know who's next.
Next.
Okay.
That was so great, Rayanne. I was like, is she done? I don't want to interrupt. Because you were doing so great. I just love listening to Rayanne talk about the jewelry, and the jewelry is amazing. I'm just here real quick to introduce Darlene Worthington. She is going to be our next speaker, and then we're going to do another drawing after her. But Darlene is a very good friend of mine. She lives close to me. We're Kansas girls, and she works full time. She drives a long ways to work every day. She breeds dogs. She has horses. She has so many irons in the fire. Like, if you think, oh my gosh, I can't do this business because I'm too busy, then I want you to hear from Darlene. So Darlene, are you here? Can you unmute?
I am here.
I just
I brought this puppy just for you, Carolyn, just for you. So Carolyn is so right. I do a lot, but you know what? On the weeks that I don't bring in any money, maybe I don't have a show or I don't bring in any money, you know what happens? Nothing happens. There is nobody screaming at me. There's nobody breathing down my neck. There's nobody shaking their finger at me saying, what? You know what does happen? Girls are behind you, supporting you, asking what they can do to help you. It is so wonderful to work in an environment where you are appreciated, where you are uplifted, where you are supported. You have a bad day or a bad show, there are girls behind you going, yeah, me too. And you laugh about it and you go on. It's not the end of the world, even though you might think it is, because we've all been there. So that has got to be one of the nicest things about working with all of these ladies on our team and with Park Lane. It is a blessing. And it's a lot of fun. Let's face it, it's a ton of fun. Where else can you go to work and, you have to wear jewelry? Oh my gosh, that's so awful. So it is a lot of fun. And yes, there are days when you wonder if you can get it all done, or I wonder if I can get it all done, but I have learned and it's all good. And the last thing that I wanted to mention is this. You know, as we get older, it is harder and harder and harder to maintain relationships with other ladies. We're busy, we're raising kids, we're working, we're supporting sick husbands, we're doing whatever, right? And it's very difficult sometimes to have an excuse to talk to women. Very important for our sanity. It's very important for our well-being to have an excuse, I think. They're out of a sparkle box, lady. You gotta have sparkle box. Since I've started Park Lane, and I've been in a year, since I've started Park Lane, I have been blessed with so many new friends, people that, yes, I know I can call if there is a problem. I don't get that from my day job. I get it here, and it is wonderful. So that is one huge reason that I think Park Lane has been a blessing in my life. Horse talk. Yes, horse talk. And puppy talk. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted everybody to know is there's the pressure is not there.
My gosh, Darlene, I love that. And that puppy, oh my gosh, puppy is so cute.
Is he a darling or what? Sorry, he's not available.
Thank you for sharing all of that. That was wonderful. And I love that. And I'm excited for you. And that puppy is very cute. Okay, let's do another drawing. Then I'm gonna let Carolyn kind of wrap this up. Okay, Siri, pick a number between 1 and 81. Siri says 52. So number 52, we've been very lucky. Everybody who has won has been on. Number 50, oops, sorry, hold on. Number 52 is, well, that doesn't work. That it says Carolyn. That must have been when she was trying to register to see if our spreadsheet was going to work. We're not going to let her win. So just so you know, she's not going to win. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 81. No, yeah, that's right. Okay, Siri says 12. I'm feeling more confident about that. That's funny. What are the odds, Carolyn? Okay, Jane Tibbetts. Jane, are you on? Jane Tibbetts. Let's see if I see her name. Oh, I don't see Jane. Jane, are you there? And this is for an impression bracelet. This is one of our new ones, impression bracelet. Jane, going once, going twice. Oh, Jane, I'm so sorry. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 81. 80. Ooh, this is someone who just registered. So this is going to be exciting. So if you just registered and your name is Kelly Hartman, then you just won. Kelly, I'm so excited. Kelly messaged me and said, where do I register? So Kelly, I know you're here and you just won an impression bracelet. So congratulations to you. All right.
Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Our last speaker tonight is Carolyn Davis-Rohlin, and since I get to introduce her, let me just tell you a little bit about her. So Carolyn is one of the OGs that came over with me. We started together, and she is the one that I mentioned earlier that has gone from working her business part-time to working it full-time. She has sold over $200,000 in jewelry this year. She recently promoted to sales VP, and I can't think of a better person to just kind of close this out and talk about the many, many programs that Park Lane offers. So Carolyn, I will let you wrap us up.
Thank you, Jennifer. I'm super excited. I'm still a little jealous of Kelly, who won my impression bracelet that could have been mine if nobody knew I was a stylist. But man, oh well, life goes on. But yeah, I'm super excited to talk about the programs. This is my favorite thing to talk about. Rayanne said she talked about the fun part, which is the jewelry. I think I get to talk about the fun part because it's the money. So there are 3 different people that Park Lane totally spoils in this business, and that's your customers, your hostesses, and your stylists. We have programs for all 3 of those people. And when you become a stylist with Park Lane, you can take advantage of all 3 of them. So sometimes we call this our trifecta. I call it being able to double dip. There are a lot of things that we can do here at Park Lane that we couldn't do in our former company. And I've sold jewelry for 20 years now. I was with almost 21. I was with the other company for 18 when they closed. I was not going to sell this jewelry. I even messaged Jennifer Keller and I was like texting her. I said, just tell me the hard, fast numbers. And she was like, do you have time for a 5-minute phone call? I was like, oh, brother. And I listened and I still was not going to do it. And then 3 days later, the stuff that I'm about to tell you kept popping up in my mind. And I kept asking her questions because I'm a dollars and cents, numbers, factual person. And so on Sunday, talked to her on Friday. On Sunday, I said, just send me the instructions so I can sign up and stop thinking about this. So let's talk about the programs for the customers, because you don't have a business without customers. I think everyone has mentioned our 2 and 4 sale. Our customers only pay full price for their 2 least expensive items, and then they can get 4 more expensive items at half price. This is every single day of the year. So if you've ever gone to our website and thought, whoa, that's expensive, nobody pays that. They get the more expensive items at half price. You still make commission off of the full and the half price items. And then Park Lane always has an extra weekly special. We can typically bank on the fact that when a customer spends 90, she can go back and pick out a $200 item for 30. This week, it's extra good. Like if you don't sign up tonight, you should go shop with your stylist because this week, when you spend 60, you can get a $200 item for 30 and a $100 item for free. But if you sign up tonight, you can actually shop those same sales on a show in your name where you're also getting the hostess perks. So that's what I mean by being able to double and triple dip. So our customers get to shop these amazing sales, which I have had repeat business here that I never had in my previous company. Women would come to a party and they would make a token purchase and then they wouldn't shop until they came to another party. Now Park Lane does all of these extra things and they're shopping with me like all the time on Facebook because they love all of the extra sales. And I know I have a couple of my repeat offenders on here watching. How many of y'all love the sale? Anybody on here, how many of you love the sale that Park Lane runs? So those are some things that they do for our customers. They also have special style drops. I don't think I'm wearing any, but we will have limited edition items that are deeply discounted and our customers can get them like a $200 item for $20 with a $40 purchase. And it'll be something very limited edition. And it just keeps the excitement happening. And it gives you something to go back in front of your customers with that you don't have to create, which was huge for me because I'm not very creative. And I don't have to be because Park Lane is always dropping these sales. Like right now, does anybody know, is the deal of the day still available? They had this super cute 3-pack of earrings that dropped over the weekend that our customers could get for $7 with any purchase. And that got us all kinds of orders over the holiday weekend when normally, you know, people aren't having shows. So Park Lane is very smart in how they reward our customers, which makes our job a lot easier. And what naturally happens when you have a good customer and she loves the sales, she naturally becomes a hostess. So let's talk about the second type of person that Park Lane has amazing programs for. And that's our hostesses. Park Lane will give your hostess a $200 item for $30 just for hosting a show. They'll also give her 4 half-price items, and you make commission off of those half-price items. And then they give her free credit based off of how many orders she gets. So orders 1 through 9, thank you, deal of the day is still available. Woohoo! It's a 3-pack of earrings for $7. And us as stylists can place an order on a show in our name, get all those deals, and get the hostess perks. So when you're a hostess or when you have a hostess and she reaches 10 orders, Park Lane doubles her shopping credits to $40 per order. So she gets $400 free, even if they're 10 small orders. And you as a stylist can have a show open in your own name all the time. So every time you personally hit 10 orders, boom, you close that show, you get $400 free plus your commission. But let's go back to your hostesses because your hostesses are the people who are going to introduce you to their friends. And that's what really keeps your business going. I think it was Denise that talked about it earlier, or no, I wrote it down. It was Tracy. Tracy talked about the hostess program. And that is really what keeps your business going because you have hostesses that are bringing all of their friends to you. And then their friends get a long wish list and they book parties. And then their friends get a long wish list and they book parties. And that's what keeps your business going and thriving. And on top of all of that I just mentioned, when their friends book from them, they get an extra $200 item for $30 at their friend's party. So that gets your hostesses going, you should have a party because they want to get another impression bracelet for $30. They also, we have 2 all the time, ever since I've been with the company for 3 years, we have 2 Fast 50s that we can choose to incentivize our hostesses with for doing whatever we want. I like to give them an extra 50 if they have 10 people on the live or 10 people in person. I like to give them an extra $50 if maybe they get 3 future bookings, or if we're at the end of the show and there's no way we're going to get 3 future bookings, I might say, hey, I'll give you an extra $50 if you rebook next year. But you can use those $50 incentives to do whatever will help you and your hostess the most. So love that about our hostess program. So let's talk about our stylists. That's you guys. If you were to decide to do this, when you're a stylist with Park Lane, you have access to the most amazing fundraiser program. You can do fundraisers for any nonprofits, and Park Lane will donate 50% back to that cause. So if you have someone who is in dog rescue, I've done a Wichita Pug Rescue fundraiser before. I have helped raise money for prom for one of our local high schools 2 years in a row. I've helped our swim team earn money. I've helped the scholarship program at our Christian school. You can set up a fundraising shopping link, get it approved with Park Lane, and they will donate 50% of the sales straight to that cause, and you still make commission out of the other 50%. We also have not one, but 2 luxury travel trips. I know Jennifer mentioned it earlier, but you can win trips every year. Since I've been with the company, I've been to Key West, Aruba, Cabo, Hawaii, somewhere else, maybe going to Paris, Ireland, and they are about to announce the next trip next week. So you should sign up tonight so you're in this trip contest. We also have a Mercedes car program. We also can earn free jewelry. If you see all of this jewelry behind me, a lot of it I've earned for free. You can earn over $1,100 a month from our Rich Rewards Club program, which is just based off of how much you sell and if you have people join your team. But you can also be your own hostess over and over and over and over again. So I probably earn somewhere in the realm of $2,000 to $4,000 in free jewelry a month on top of my commission because of that whole ability to be my own hostess. So I am not reinvesting my money into jewelry to show. And I'm able to do giveaways and be super generous because Park Lane is so generous with us. So let's talk about how you make money, because you might think, yeah, free jewelry trips, that's great. But Carolyn, I need to pay the water bill. So I also do too. This is my full-time job. I was working as an accountant. I had done that for 3 years while selling jewelry with the other company. I wasn't making that much money with my other company. But then 3 months into Park Lane, I was like, wow, this is paying way better. So I quit my full-time job and now I just sell jewelry. Everyone in Park Lane earns at least 30% commission, and you can work your way up to earning 50% commission. And whenever you promote at all in our compensation plan, you never go backwards. You don't have to requalify. You don't have to earn that title again. You get it, you keep it, and you keep your commission level. Let's say you've been a leader in a previous company, like I was, Rayanne was, Jennifer was, a number of the ladies who have shared tonight were leaders. You can interview for a direct appoint position and be brought over already earning a higher commission level. I was brought over as a senior division leader, earning 45 to 50% commission. And then after that, I promoted, and now I'm a sales vice president. So I love that they recognize and respect leadership experience. So if you already sell another product or have sold another product, even if it was 2 or 3 years ago, like Tracy talked about, you could still qualify for our direct appoint program, which is amazing. When you build a team, should you decide to build a team, we don't have any breakaways. They don't promote past you when you stop getting paid on them. You can always get paid from anyone you personally recruit in this business. And we have so many other programs, you just wouldn't even believe it. Like, you cannot turn around without bumping into free jewelry or a trip or a car in this business. I know Rayanne and I both accidentally earned the Mercedes. We were just trying to get to Key West, and whoops, we earned a Mercedes. And you can take up to $700 a month towards a white Mercedes lease. Or if you don't want that and you're super practical like we were, you can take $500 a month as a cash bonus. And that's what I do, because now I pay for my own health insurance, because I walked away from free healthcare when I quit my job. But life on my terms is priceless. So let's talk about how you get started. There are 3 different kit options. And I think Jennifer mentioned it already. You can get started for as little as $99. And with that, you get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry. I think I saw a comment that said something about the extra 100. I thought that was over. Is that over? It's still a good thing. Okay. So when you join by Wednesday, today's Tuesday, that's tomorrow, you can get an extra $100 in free jewelry. So $99 would get you $600 worth of jewelry. It gets you your website for an entire year with no minimums, no monthly fees. They cover all of your credit card processing, which is huge. In my former company, I had to cover all of my credit card processing on the full price amount. So if you figure 3% on a full price transaction where you're only making 30 to 50%, that is a big fat chunk. And here we don't pay any of that. Park Lane covers that on our website. If you think, gosh, I don't know if $600 worth of jewelry is enough for me, I don't blame you. I would go bigger. We have the business kit. It's only $229. It normally comes with $1,000 worth of jewelry that you get to choose, but right now it's $1,100, but you get to choose it, which is amazing, and all the same perks. Website, no minimums, no credit card fees. Or the boss kit, which is what I did when I signed up. It's $439. You get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry plus the extra 100. And what's nice, if you can afford it, the boss kit, having $2,100 worth of jewelry to show also gives you a little bit more flexibility with your giveaways because you have all of this jewelry that you started with. But if money is the issue, seriously, pay the $99, pick out $600 worth of jewelry, because whoever invited you, she and her leader, they're going to do a launch party for you. You're going to get all the free jewelry from that party. You're going to get all the future bookings. You're going to make all the money. And then you can take that to get more jewelry as you go. So you can build your kit collection as you go. And I've seen tons of girls do that and be successful. So a couple other things about our team. We have a designer, a graphic designer on staff that makes all these beautiful pictures for us. We are in the process of having a completely new Facebook script written for us. So if you're thinking, I'm not creative, I don't know how to make those fancy words, I'm not either. We pay someone to do that for us. And we, the leaders, pay for that so that you all can use it. And we want this to be as easy and as copy paste as possible for you, because we know most people work a full-time job and you don't have time to like create this whole big creative vision. And so we want to make it easy and duplicatable for you. And that is what I have seen happen over the last 3 years on this team. And that's why I think Team Sparkle has grown so much. And that's why Jennifer Keller has all those big trophies behind her with the globes on them, because those are Team Sparkle trophies. Those aren't Jennifer Keller trophies. Those are this whole team here. Whoever invited you is part of those trophies behind her. So I hope that you decide that this will be something fun for you to try. And seriously, just try it. When I signed up, I was not going to do this business. I signed up so that I could stop thinking about it. And a month later, I was like, oh, I'm actually making money. Maybe I should give this a little more attention. And then a month later, I canceled my real estate classes. And then 2 months later, I quit my full-time job. So you don't have to be thinking big picture. You can be thinking, let's just see what happens and give it a try and see what happens. So I am going to make sure when you fill out our little guest survey, this is what gets you into the drawing for the Michael Kors purse. Who wants to win the purse? I would say put something in the chat, but I don't want the survey to get buried. So don't put anything in the chat. I just posted the survey link in the chat. Whoever invited you will probably also private message it to you. But filling out that little survey is what gets you in the drawing for the Michael Kors purse. If you're watching this later on the replay, you just need to watch and fill it out by midnight on Wednesday. I keep thinking the whole holiday. I'm like, what day is it? So we hope to have you join us. If you are thinking about it, I encourage you to reach out to whoever invited you and have a quick phone call with her, or say, send me the sign-up instructions so I can check it out, because you can look at the website. You can see how easy it is to sign up. It takes like 5 minutes and you have an entire week to pick out your jewelry for your kit. So you don't have to decide that tonight. You could sign up tonight or tomorrow to make sure you get the extra 100 and then use the next week to look at our kit recommendations and then pick out your kit. So unless there's anything else I need to add, I'm going to give Jennifer a few seconds in case she wants to add anything else.
I think we're good. The only other question, I did see a question about getting the new collection as part of your kit. Do you want to answer that one?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So typically what you have to use your kit link within a week, and the new collection launches next Tuesday. And typically when a new collection launches, we can't get it with our kit order unless it's items that are like over $80, because Park Lane is very smart and they prioritize our customers and their orders. And they don't want us stylists who have earned all this free jewelry or just purchased a kit to come in and suck up all the $30, $40 stuff. So you might, if you waited to sign up till tomorrow, be able to get a few of the new items if you waited till next Tuesday to use your kit link, but I don't really recommend that. I would say sign up. We have a whole list of top sellers that we think will probably carry over and still be in the collection because they've been in the collection our entire 3 years. And then have your launch party. And at your launch party where you're the hostess, you can get all the new stuff with all the free jewelry you get from your launch party. So that would be what I would recommend.
All right.
Were there any other questions? Okay.
All right. Well, you want to give them the secret word?
Oh yeah, I was going to do that. The secret word is Michael, because everybody wants to win the Michael Kors purse, right? So Michael, spell it however you want. We will know you were here. But when you fill out the survey, we always have a secret word, so we know you were really here. And the secret word is Michael.
All right. I think that's it then for tonight. Thank you so much. We went a little bit longer than we planned, but I really appreciate everyone still hanging out with us all the way to the end. So if you know someone who wanted to come that wasn't able to be here tonight, they do have till Wednesday night to watch the replay and take the survey to get into the drawing for the purse. We will do the drawing for the purse on Thursday, and then we will get that in the mail to someone ASAP so you can start wearing it. So if you have any questions, talk to your stylist, but thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Have a great evening. Bye.